This conference will now be recorded.
We're still needing one
Conference will
more
now be
person for
recorded.
quorum. But we can start with our reports and our just regular stuff on the agenda. So I'm going to call this meeting to order. Today's date is September 25th and it is 12:12. First item is a roll call. Oh,
City of Harlingen, City of Mission,
maybe Mission here. Sorry. Wasn't paying attention.
Willacy County, City of Brownsville,
Present.
City of Edinburgh, City of Westaco, Cameron County,
Present.
Hidalgo County, City of Alamo, City of Donna,
Present.
Sullivan City, San Perlita, Los Fresnos, City of McAllen, City of Pharr, City of Raymondville, City of San Benito, City of San Juan, UTRGV, South Texas College, TSTC, Troy Allen, Ronald Mills, Jim Darling, Tony Chavez, Miss Ann Cass,
Present.
and Lupita Martinez. So we only have 13 right now. So I'm on the phone.
Maybe Omar Quintanilla can zoom in too.
Do you want to make sure?
Yeah. Okay.
With the mayor's head.
Yes.
What's the number so far?
14. We're one short, but we can, yes.
Yes.
Right, start. And we're going to make some phone calls to see if somebody can zoom in. Okay. All right, so the next item is invocation. Please stand.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we begin this meeting by giving you thanks for the opportunity to gather here today. Merciful God, you remind us in your words that you're always with us and will never leave us. You are the place that we can find refuge, comfort, and peace. Open our ears so we can hear your voice and our hearts to receive your word. Guide us during our discussions here today as we conduct business that will affect the citizens of the Rio Grande Valley. Give us the clarity of mind to act in their best interest and not ours. We pray that this meeting is successful, productive, and blessed. Almighty God, we give you the glory for what we accomplish. In Jesus Christ's name we pray, amen.
Amen.
And please give us quorum.
And please give us one. Yes. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Was there anyone signed up for public comments?
I don't believe so. Let me ask please real quick.
Okay. No. Okay, there is no public comment, so we'll move on to item number 4, administration. Mr. Cruz?
Yes, ma'am. The first item we have a presentation presenting on aging-friendly RGV initiative, update and future direction. We have, I believe, Dr. Sudi from UTRGV. Sir, please approach the mic. And just hit the button on the right side there at the bottom. There you go.
Okay. Good afternoon. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to share about one initiative that has been in implementation for over a year or so, close to 2 years. This is called the Age-Friendly RGV Initiative. I am Sudarshan Paspaleti, a professor at the UT RGV School of Social Work, and I have been working on this initiative after receiving a seed grant from School of Social Work. And the grant purpose is it's a community engagement grant. The age-friendly community or city initiative has been initially coined and designed by World Health Organization, and AARP has undertaken this initiative in the United States, and it has really contributed to develop the framework and also expand the number of age-friendly cities and communities. And here, when I had an opportunity to propose the grant at UT RGV, what I thought was UT RGV region is unique in its own way in terms of cultural identities and also the regional needs. It's a unique. So I thought, it's better to promote a RGV network so that we can intensively work with our communities and cities. And with that grant, we designed a study to assess age-friendly environment in our cities and communities. And we have collected 350 surveys from across the cities. It's not a large sample, but still it tells us the story about RGV. So we planned a roundtable in August, and we could not move forward with some of the commitments that the cities have their scheduled budget sessions and all that. And we moved it, postponed to March. And we are looking at the dates so that we can host this roundtable and where we are planning to share our results on that. And in the meantime, I have also commissioned my students. I'm teaching one community practice class, and I have 13 students in that class, and I have assigned 2 students to each city that have given the proclamation, age-friendly proclamation. I'm very glad to report that 5 cities, after this initiative has been implemented, City of Edinburgh, City of McAllen, City of Harlingen, City of Mission, and a City of Far have come forward to give the proclamations. I'm going to approach the other cities as well for similar proclamations so that we could take this agenda to all the cities in our RGV area. And I'm also glad to report that Hidalgo County has adopted already the proclamation. And yesterday I made a presentation at Cameron County, and they resolved that they will give the proclamation. And tomorrow I'm going to Willacy County to give similar presentation, and they are more likely to adopt the a proclamation as well. And I made a request to the Star County as well, so that I want to cover all 4 counties and as many cities as possible to take this message and get proclamations. And what I would do with the proclamations, I'm trying to engage my students and also not only my classes, but other students as well, to create awareness about age friendliness, how we can make our communities friendly, and also assess the situation and then share the results. And then we want the cities to undertake an activity or their own self-study, see where they are in terms of age friendliness. I'm not saying that the cities are not doing already some of the initiatives and activities. You are already moving in that direction, but it is important to know where we stand and what else we can do in future. So that is the motive behind in assessing current situation and where we should be moving and in what direction and what we should be doing and all that. So some of the ideas that I have are pilot study we have conducted, roundtable we are trying to reschedule it, and proclamations we have received multiple of them, and then we are continuing with that activity. And also creating a network. So we started inviting the cities to send their representatives to these virtual meetings to educate them and tell them the story and what we can do, what they are doing, what they can do. And I have developed a further initiative to expand this initiative is to partner with the AARP. So one thing we are working on is developing a MOU with the AARP so that this MOU can lead us to get AARP volunteers to work with us on this initiative, and AARP will be covering the costs to pay them. And I already developed the job description. This will go into the MOU that we are going to work with UTRGV. Once that is in place, the MOU, we will have AARP volunteers working with us on this initiative, and they will be assigned to different cities. And we may expand this. So that way we have some staff resources to expand this initiative and to intensively work with all cities. So our goal is to do at least one focus group in each precinct of the cities that have already given the proclamation. So conduct a focus group on age friendliness in each precinct so that we have some solid data from each precinct. And that information will be very beneficial to the city to think about and what can be done and all that. So, and also we are thinking about developing training modules for the people, those who want to learn about age friendliness and acquire some credits, micro credits. And it is possible, we want to offer this to all the cities and also to community volunteers. So in each precinct, we can identify some community volunteers who are interested in this work and give them some kind of training, and their capacities can be enhanced so that they can be involved in a community age-friendly work in their respective areas. And then create some sort of resource center at UTRGV so that we can assist the cities and do capacity building and also try to do as much work as possible for age friendliness in the region. So that's all I have to say. And if there are any questions, I would be able to answer.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Dr. Sudi? Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next item.
We'll be having another board member join us shortly, so we'll be able to get secure quorum here in a bit. But moving on to item B, number 2, updates on regional news, funding opportunities, training, and legislative information. First and foremost, I want to introduce new staff. I know we've had a couple of staff come on board and some promotions, so they're on your screen. So we have new hires, Ms. Yvonne Salinas, Ms. Olivia Tobias, Jason Olarte, Kayla Garcia, Isaiah Clover, that's for AAA. New hires for RGV MPO, Clara Munoz, Valley Metro, Feliciano Duran, Jose Martinez, and Juan Garcia. And then we have our 3 promotion staff, Ms. Monique Galvan, applied and was hired for Valley Metro, VNA Peña, and Stephanie Anuino, Ombudsman. So those are our new staff. Welcome aboard and congratulations to the promotions. On other news, the TARC, Texas Association of Regional Councils, September Biennial Training and Board of Directors meeting was held last week in Austin. We had the opportunity to attend, all our staff, and Commissioner Garza, David Garza, was there as well. So we want to thank him for his service at that board meeting in Austin. But unfortunately, I have to report that I know I'm going to beat you to the punch there, Commissioner, but he's not going to be able to continue those efforts. So here in the near future, we'll be coming before this board to electing another representative to represent us in Austin for the TARC meetings. Commissioner, do you want to say a few words?
No, it's been a pleasure serving for this COG at the state level, but time constraints and different things that I've had occur in my life recently that I want to focus more time on, are going to preclude me from continuing. As a matter of fact, I might as well tell you too, I will not be part of the COG at the end of the year. I'm going to allow another commissioner, hopefully, to come and replace me because I concentrate on a lot of regional stuff, but I like to start concentrating in my backyard stuff. My precinct gets neglected because I try to do everything, Mel, you know? So I've got to start working and doing some things that I have not neglected, but slowed in the process. And I want to do some of that. But it's been a real pleasure serving at your pleasure at the COG level. It's a great opportunity for someone to listen to new ideas, to listen to new things that can be brought in, great speakers at the conferences. And our COG is a participant actively at those conferences. So Manny, you and your staff, congratulations.
Thank you.
Guys are there at the table all the time, but it's time for someone else to carry the baton.
Well, thank
It's a
you.
great
Thank you,
promotion
Commissioner.
for someone.
Yes.
Thank you, Commissioner. Another other related news to just some updates that were discussed for you all to be aware. As you may or may not know, CDBG celebrated their 50th anniversary, and so we congratulate them. We had the pleasure of having Mr. Sid Miller, the commissioner from the CDBG program on the Texas Agriculture Commissioner, U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. We had the administrator from Southwest region, Leslie Bradley, and the Texas General Land Office as well was there. Regional councils have played a major role in assisting non-entitlement communities with access to important programs within the CDBG grant opportunity. So we will continue that effort and try to help the non-entitlement cities to secure as much funding as they can in that regards. We're not that active, but we do disseminate information when that comes out. Other news is updates on broadband development from the Broadband Development Office. And they provided an update on projects within the broadband office and highlighted important updates to keep in mind. Additionally, the BDO requested all the COGs to assist in trying to secure tier licenses. Tier licenses from A, B, C, or D, and E each have obviously there are different tiers, and each have a capability. Most importantly, they're asking for the tier D, D, and E. That's Delta and Echo. They only have 22 local governments that have requested or have secured licenses, and how that plays into local communities, that's going to be tied into the grant process. So you need to have one of those tier licenses to be able to apply for the BEAD funding that's coming up under broadband. We'll disseminate. I just received this information early this week, but I'll be sending out via email so that you can disseminate it to your departments or staff who might be logging in and registering and securing those tier licenses. But it is required. And also as a reminder, the Texas Broadband Development Office, they do hold a monthly virtual roundtable. It's on the first Thursday of every month. The next one is scheduled for Thursday, October 3rd. It's an hour long from 10 to 11. They'll provide the latest and greatest information on the broadband funding. Updates were provided by the Texas Water Development Board in relation to the water planning groups in Texas. As you know, we have Region M in this area. They deal with water conservation. And so they also provided us with an update on the flood planning groups. This region is part of Region 15, which Commissioner Garza is the chair or the president of that group as well. And then they provided us with an update of approving the state, the flood plans from all those regions. And they also approved the state plan on August 15th. Updates from the Texas Department of Agriculture. One of the things that they find surprising is that there's a decline in number of applications. And so they're going to provide some more effort, some more technical assistance so that local municipalities, especially small cities, are able to apply for funding. Some of the funding that I'm referring to under TDA, 2 grant opportunities have just opened up. They closed December 9th, and they are in relation to the 2025-2026 Community Development Fund, which is the maximum award is $750,000, And so those projects are usually for water, wastewater infrastructure, street drainage improvements, and so forth. The other one that closes December 9th is the 2025 Colonia Fund construction. The max award is $1 million, and that funds water and wastewater improvements, housing rehabilitation for low, moderate income households. So they're going to also revamp, or they have revamped the application process to try to make it a lot easier. They've included or established a two-phase project application. So what that is, unfortunately, I have no idea, but supposedly it's going to be a lot easier for applicants to apply for grant funding. Under the Texas General Land Office, very important information that you need to be aware of, that GLO recently released 6 amendments for public comment. These amendments that are being proposed is to approve programs to create a new disaster recovery reallocation program, which will allow the GLO to utilize deobligated and underutilized funds within each of the action plans. And so I bring this up because we have 2 projects or 2 grant sources that were allocated to this region, one being Hurricane Ike and Dolly. Believe it or not, there's still funding available for that. They're going to reallocate, and I think it's approximately $20 million that they still have available. They want to reallocate. The maximum award will be the $20 million, or the minimum award can be $500,000. And so those amendments have already, taken place, and so they're just waiting for the next step to reallocate the money. The other project that we're referred to is the 2018 and 2019 South Texas floods. That's also up for amendment, and they have about 14, maybe $20 million available to reallocate under that program. Others really don't pertain to us, but the 2020, it's the Hurricane Ike and Dolly amendment, the 2015 flood and storm amendment, 2016 flood and storm amendment, and then the Hurricane Harvey. They have 5.6 billion that have not been utilized in that area, which unfortunately were not hit. It's mostly in the Houston, Dallas area. And so those are the updates for those. We have, that concludes my report right on time. So Madam President, more than welcome to come up to the action items for the approval of the minutes.
Okay, so we're gonna, yes, we have a quorum. So we're gonna move up to item number 2, which is the approval of the minutes for the meeting August 28, 2024.
Motion to approve.
Okay, so motion and a second. Okay, to approve the minutes as presented for August 28, 2024. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Go on to department reports. First one is Community and Economic Development.
We don't need to do a roll call?
We did?
You did a roll call?
Yeah.
We're just missing that
Well,
one.
we just added the other one.
Yes.
And she's virtual, by the way.
Okay. Awesome.
Yes.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. I have no action items for you, just a couple of announcements. First and foremost, you're going to see a little cue card in front of you. We are in the process of collecting data for our comprehensive economic development strategies, and we really want y'all's input. We made this easy. It's 9 questions. You get a chance to look at the 5 strategies per question, and you rank them in order of importance to you. That's it. That's all we're asking. And so we left you these little pretty QR codes, and we're going to be calling and being a little pain in your booties until we get a lot of information, because we want to make sure that our update is a good regional informational update on our comprehensive economic development strategies. So that's the first one. So, okay.
Thank you.
And the second one is I want to congratulate Mayor, City of Mission. I don't think you know this yet, but we have submitted the City of Mission as our project to be featured in the 2022-2023 TARC Regional Solid Waste Grantee
Oh
Program.
my goodness. awesome.
So the city of Mission is going to be nominated on our behalf and should be posted in their regional little, or the state book that they put in. Mayor, I do want to congratulate you because y'all do have the prettiest standalone facility right there. I did a presentation last February in TARC about your facility, and then you're currently one of our recipients to expand this program.
Yes.
So Mission is doing an amazing work, and we want to recognize you and congratulate you
Well, thank you.
for the work that you're doing, but also you're going to be in the state book.
That's
So,
great. Great news.
so we're waiting for a quote, Mayor. I don't know if they're going to ask you, but we did reach out to Mission
Okay.
because they do want a quote to be able to
Okay.
put it with our story.
Okay.
So we'll follow up with you on that, but congratulations to the city of Mission.
Thank you very much.
And then the last thing we have, I'm going to follow up when Mr. Cruz said with CDBG. On October 1st, we do have a meeting here with CDBG. There's going to be one that starts at 9, which is a stakeholder meeting. They would like all the non-entitlement cities to come to this 9 o'clock meeting because they really want your input. What they're doing is they are working on the 2025-2029 consolidated plan consultation. So at 9 o'clock, if you're a non-entitlement city, we encourage you to come in to this meeting. Right after that meeting is over, we're going to go into the award ceremony for the 2024 Community Development Awardees. And those cities are the city of Los Indios, the city of San Perlita, the city of La Feria, Cameron County, Hidalgo County, and then we have a special guest with us this year is the city of Rio Grande City. They are the only awardee for South Texas Council of Government, and they asked us if we would host them here so they wouldn't have to do one by themselves over there. So this is the first year we'll have the city of Rio Grande City here with us as well. Again, that is on October the 1st from 9 a.m. There's 2 sessions, 9 to 10 is the training, and at 10 o'clock or right after the training is the award ceremony. We encourage all of the awardees to come and all our non-entitlement cities to come. Thank you. That's all I've got.
Thank you so much. Okay, next item is Ms. Lopez, Health and Human Services.
Good afternoon, everyone. I do not have any action items for you today. However, I do have a very important announcement. Every year during the fall, what do we have? We have open enrollment season. This is very, very important for my aging community as well as for our disabled community. Open enrollment starts October 15 through December 7th. So you all have a small envelope, or well, that one is a large one. It has a flyer of a kick-off health fair that we will be collaborating with in Los Fresnos. This one's going to be October 1st, 2024. Now, besides that, you also have some business cards for you to be able to reach our benefit counselors. This is important because a lot of people need assistance. So if you have anyone that may need help, it would be great if they can go ahead and make their appointments. Last year, we attended around 200 individuals. And when we sit down with our aging community, we cannot rush them. This is very, very important because we help them avoid being victims of fraud. We help them make the right decision based on their needs. And so it's very helpful if you can help us spread the word. We are already scheduling those appointments. So we're going to be helping with Medicare. We're going to be helping with Medicare Advantage and Medicare Savings. This is really important because, again, this determines whether our individuals pay 80/20, they pay nothing, or what kind of services they will be included in their premiums. So that's the main message that I have for you today. And then as a highlight, again, Mayor, you are on fire. So during August, Mayor has opened the doors in Mission for us to come in and be able to help with different projects. During the month of August, we were able to secure housing for over 20 individuals that we partner up with Mission Housing Authority, and we were able to help over 20 individuals that were behind on their rent. And you know what happens when you're 2-3 months behind, and we were able to bring their rent up to date and secure a home for them. And so we were able to do that with the housing bond grant. So again, I invite you to welcome us into your city because great things happen. So thanks again,
Thank you.
Mayor Nori.
Thank you.
That's all I have for you today. Do you have any questions? We're good.
Great
You
job.
have my monthly report in your packets and you can give us a call if you need anything. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, next item is public safety.
Public Safety, Criminal Justice, Homeland Security, Mr. Cesar Merla.
Yeah, yes, good afternoon, Board President, Board of Directors, Council Government staff. I do have a laundry list of items, so I'll be quick and brief. This is all related to our upcoming public safety grant season, trying to get started as early as we can. First on the docket, consideration and action to approve the Criminal Justice Advisory Committee CJAC recommendation application score sheets for the FY 25-26 grant cycle. This is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 score sheets needing approval.
Okay, there's a motion. And a second to approve the item as discussed. All in favor say aye. All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you.
Next item.
Item 2, consideration and action to approve the CJAG recommendation on current membership for FY 25-26 grant cycle. There's a list of current members on the CJAG as is.
Do you all want to take all of these at the same time? I think we
We
can do
can.
that. Can you just go ahead?
Okay,
and
we'll do that.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Action 3, consideration and action to approve the Criminal Justice Advisory Committee's recommendation on the LRGVDC Regional Criminal Justice Strategic Plan for 2025 through 2030. Item 4, consideration and action to approve Homeland Security Advisory Committee, HSAC, current membership roster for the FY 25-26 grant cycle. And item 5, consideration and action to approve Homeland Security Advisory Committee application score sheet for the 25-26 grant cycle.
Okay, thank you. Okay, there's a motion and a second. Any discussion? There being none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you very
so
much, Mayor.
Thank
I
you.
do have my report there as well. We're pretty busy. I do want to highlight 3 things. If you can go over to the next. We are hosting several trainings here at the COG for the region. The first one, Support That Saves. This is hosted in conjunction with Mercedes Police Department, October 21st to 23rd. This is geared towards the mental health of your police officers. This is open to all police officers. They do get TCO credit for this as well. And the registration remains open. Again, this is 21st to 23rd. Second one is a second iteration of naloxone or Narcan training. We had one in September. This one's scheduled for October 25th with 9:30, 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 2 p.m. time slots. And the participant will come, take the 1-hour course, and then we'll leave with a Narcan kit to take back with them. The last go around, we had individuals all the way from Webb County attend this training. So it's reaching the state. Last one is a de-escalation training for law enforcement. This is a 1-day training, November 21st, and 8 to 5 with 8 hours of TCO credit in conjunction with LIMIT and COPS. So this is a de-escalation training available for all law enforcement. That is all I have, pending your questions.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you,
Any
ma'am.
questions? No? Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
And just as a reminder, Homeland Security criminal justice grants are coming up.
In December, yes, sir.
In December.
Once I get the official, then I'll go ahead and make that announcement. But yes, in December.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
And then the next item is Police Academy, Mr. Javier Solis.
Good afternoon, Madam Mayor, Mr. Cruz, and esteemed Executive Board. I only have one action item for today. It's another interlocal agreement with another law enforcement agency. The Hidalgo County Constable Precinct 2 office has acquired a wonderful instructor. He is well known in the region. They reached out to us and they want to have an interlocal agreement because they want to use him to provide police services for the area. So I asked for consideration and action to approve an interlocal agreement as authorized by the Interlocal Cooperation Act, Chapter 791 of the Texas Government Code, with the County of Hidalgo, Texas, by and through the Hidalgo County Constable Precinct 2 office for the purpose of reporting law enforcement training to the Texas Commission on Law Enforcement, and with the authority to have LRGVDC Executive Director Manuel Cruz sign and finalize the agreement.
Is there a motion? Motion and a second to approve item number 1 under public safety. I'm sorry. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you all very much.
you.
I do have some updates for you all regarding our police academy. First one being is that last Friday, September 20th, the LRGV Academy celebrated its 225th Basic Peace Officer Academy graduation, which was hosted by the city of Harlingen. 10 cadets completed their training and are now eligible to become licensed officers within our region. I'm also happy to report that that was the first police academy that we had in 6 police academies to have a 100% pass ratio on the Texas State licensing exam.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yes, that's a big deal.
It is. Some more updates. The 224th Westlaco Police Academy is in its final month of training. This month they are receiving their final preparations to seek state licensing. Hopefully we'll be graduating 15 from that police academy, and they will all be going into police departments within the region. The mission, 200, you're on fire, Mayor.
Oh, man. I'm writing it all down.
The Mission Police Academy, which is our 226 Basic Peace Officer Academy, has completed crisis intervention training, de-escalation techniques, and they have received scenario-based trainings on how to deal with people or victims struggling with mental health issues. In the city of Edinburgh, our 225th LRGV Academy has completed phase 1 of their training and have received training on ethics, professional policing, Texas Penal Code, and Code of Criminal Procedure. They are currently entering their Texas Traffic Code phase. I do want to update you on some numbers. Up to date, January 1st to now, the Academy has put out 48 police officers into the region. They have all stayed local. We haven't lost any of them. They're all currently working in departments within our region. The state gave us a target number of 54 in-service courses to teach within our grant cycle. I'm happy to say that we're at 102 just this year alone. They gave us a mark to train 444 officers for our current grant cycle. I am happy to say that we have trained a total of 1,433 officers just this year alone. And total contact hours, they gave us a target of 168,686. Currently, we sit at 135,152 contact hours. Lastly, our Senate Bill 1852, which now requires every police officer within the state of Texas, regardless of position, regardless of rank, Senate Bill 1852 requires every Texas peace officer to receive 16 hours of alert active shooter training within the 2-year training cycle. Up to date, we are at 341 officers trained within the region. And this is only possible through the collaboration, through the partnerships we've created. So I want to thank the city of Harlingen, the city of Edinburgh, city of Mission, the city of Rio Grande, the city of Combs, the city of La Jolla, the city of Donna, the city of Alton, and I want to thank Hidalgo County and the Hidalgo County Constable Precinct 4 office. Without their partnerships, training these many officers wouldn't be possible. So I thank you all very much. Any questions for me?
Good job.
May you all have a blessed day. Thank you.
Good job. Okay. Next item.
Next item is Rio Grande Valley Emergency Communication District, Mr. Dennis Moreno.
Good afternoon, mayors, commissioners. On the first one we're speaking about with our GIS department, our division, for emergency services, we're installing a new 3D aerial, which is going to increase our detail precision for our dispatchers. Compared to today, we have about a 3-foot resolution. We're going to be increasing it to a 6-inch resolution. So just to give you meaning towards that, we're going to be able to see features such as manhole covers, curbs, identify objects for accurate dispatching in our community. So there's a 3D model that we're going to be introducing to our dispatchers. To support this change, Our IT division, our technicians are providing in-house training. So that's including our Power 911 and MapFlex training. This also includes the latest call delivery features, GIS mapping system updates, and best practices. So that's what our IT division is currently working towards. In the future, we're looking into our multimedia. That's our video call taking. That's to enhance our community safety. In addition to text translation, texting has been around since 2016, but we're also doing about 25 different languages when it comes to text translation. So that's currently being practiced on right now and currently going to be rolled out shortly through the city of Edinburgh and then throughout our PSAP. So that's something our folks are currently working towards. In addition to all that, we have to do our outreach. Our outreach team is also our community engagement division. I would like to highlight they're currently out there. Just this past August, they went through our Sullivan City National Night Out, Granjero Night Out, Raymondville, Palmview. So we're currently out there doing reaching out to the community, making them aware of texting to 911, Carrier's Law. If we could go to the next slide and kind of showing our outreach division, we're out there in the community. So at any time you guys wish to contact us or have us out there to your city, definitely have us a request submitted through our rgv911.org website. We're available out there for the community, and we hope to continue to support you all. In addition, I would like to mention our community engagement coordinator, Ms. Alonso. She also attended a national podcast for the RASP Dispatcher. If you all know us, we're with our district, we support our dispatchers, our telecommunicators, what they do for the community. I watched it myself, so we'll definitely share a link to you all. The RASP Dispatcher is the future of 911 and education. Her footprint has been great in our region, and that model has been taken up to Texas, and now they also wanted to speak to her on that podcast. The folks were from Arizona, so that's a good kudos to what she's doing for our district, and I kind of want to highlight what she's doing for our community that's locally here. So when you guys are out there, go support your dispatchers, your officers, but most importantly, in supporting them, I also like to speak about our Wellness second annual Public Safety Wellness Seminar. We had both Doug Monda and Chris Gallen, along with Nueva Luz Foundation, that were able to provide resources that are available to our community. These officers shared their own experiences of mental health and challenges. We got great reviews while there. Just to mention, we increased our total from our first annual. We had about 425 attendees that came to this conference. We're looking to continue this endeavor to our third annual next year. So I'll be sure to share this with you all. But that slide right there, none of this would be possible without our great team. Our team was able to all come in together, support our dispatchers regarding wellness and trying to kind of receive the information that we have from our great speakers. So definitely we would love to, again, to have your community come in with us and experience our new speakers come on the third annual. And we'll continue this wellness seminar, which was greatly received all around.
Thank you.
And we did have some awards to give out at the second annual Public Safety Wellness Seminar. In particular, we did have some 5 and 15, 20-year veterans, telecommunicators, but our more significant awards went to the Supervisor of the Year and the Sandra Coronado Award. Sandra Coronado, as you may recall, she was a dispatcher that was unfortunately killed back in 2018 as she was going to the sheriff's office to her shift. And so, we contacted their family. Last year was our first annual, and we got their permission to dub that award the Sandra Coronado Award. And both the recipients were the sheriff's office.
That's correct. This year, there were both recipients were from the sheriff's office.
So
And that just opens up to you all. We open up to all our PSAPs. Everybody does a great job. So if you submit those submittals forms, but we can also recognize y'all's folks, what they do every day for your city. I know there's more, and we'll continue to kind of represent them.
All right.
Any questions?
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Next item?
transportation, Mr. Tom Logan.
Good afternoon, Mayor, members of the board. We do have an action item, consideration and action to approve acquisition of vehicles under the state approval grant for the LRGVDC Valley Metro. TxDOT notified us that they awarded $1,773,000 for a rural fleet replacement initiative. We have identified up to 8 units that we need to replace. We will be utilizing state contracts to obtain those vehicles. Any balances will be covered through our insurance proceeds that we have collected through the years.
Any questions? Okay, there's a motion and a second to approve the acquisition of vehicles under your state-approved grant for Valley Metro. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you. Our
Thank
system
you.
report, for fiscal year 23, we transported 631,000. For fiscal year 23, state fiscal year, we transported 797,000, an increase of 166,000. That's almost 21% increase in our passengers. So the demand is there. We're hearing a lot of requests for more service. We're trying to meet that demand. And yes, thank you. Yes. All the way around, everybody, it's the numbers keep increasing.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I believe Ms. Ann Cass had a question.
Yes, I have a question, Mr. Logan. I know we've talked about it unofficially before, but it came up at the Hidalgo County Prosperity Task Force, and that is the possibility of using the school buses, especially for rural transportation during the day when they're just sitting there. Has that been a discussion in your department at all?
As a matter of fact, and yes, we this past week we met with the EdCouch ISD and UTRGV. That subject was brought up again because the need for transporting students from the Delta area into the Edinburgh campus is there. The ISD took it upon themselves to research to see what limitations they have on utilizing their fleet for that type of service. So hopefully from what we learned from them, we can apply it across the RGV.
Great. That's great news. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next item.
Next item is Rio Grande Valley MPO status reports. Mr. Luis Diaz.
So good afternoon. Just wanted to share that we are under public involvement for our 25-year plan and our 4-year plan, our MTP and our TIP for all projects that are listed on those plans. We started public involvement actually on September 9th, and we'll be going all the way through October 9th. We have some locations that were actually, we were at the Metro McAllen Transit Station on September 17th. The next one will be actually tomorrow here at the Ken Jones small boardroom, which is the room right across in the hallway. We're going to be there from 2 to 4 holding public involvement for those plans as well. And we also foresee coming for the Brownsville area at the La Plaza transit station as well. We will be having public involvement. Some more information to be coming on that one. I'll post it on our website on the event section of our website on the homepage. Also, we're going to be holding this Friday actually public involvement for our Safe Streets for All initiatives. We're going to be at the Harlingen's Market at Wild August, and that'll be from 6 to 9 p.m. on Friday. And then also on Saturday in Brownsville from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Brownsville Farmers Market, and that's for our SS4A. Just wanted to share those events and public engagements that we're holding for the MPO. If there are any questions, I could take them at this time.
Any questions for Luis?
Thank
No?
you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, next item is any new or unfinished business? Anything new? No? Okay. I just want to remind everybody, the next meeting is October 30th at noon. And I believe that we all got a message that our November meeting was canceled.
Yes, there's.
No November meeting. So just that you're aware. So is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Madam Chair,
Yes?
I don't think we've approved the minutes yet.
Yes,
Yes.
we did. We
For
We
the
did.
last, okay,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, we did. We went back and took care of that.
okay.
So I think we're good then. All right, there's a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor say aye. All opposed say no. Thank you.
MPO, is there 1:30? Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. I'm gonna see if I can get a roll